Hi and hello guys. Today in this video, let me show you all as to how you can install Nextcloud or run Nextcloud on your Raspberry Pi board. So you can follow these instructions to get Nextcloud running on any other Linux based system as well. So I have tested it in Raspberry Pi and I have also tested it in Linux Mint, and both of them worked, and that is pretty much it. Okay, so what I have done is I have prepared a list of steps or instructions that you need to follow, and if you run through these instructions one by one, you should have the Nextcloud up and running without any issue whatsoever. So just a reminder, this is not an executable script that you can download and run it on a terminal. So you need to copy paste the instructions one by one onto the terminal from this instruction list that I have prepared. Okay, so what I will do is today I will run through these instructions one by one just for the sake of your benefit, and hopefully everything will work. And if we do hit any brick wall, I'm always there to get the issue solved and show you as to how you can get the issue resolved. Okay, so without any further delay, let us get started. So we'll be installing Nextcloud via the snap, and so first we need to install the snap. So copy and paste the first command. So what this does is this basically removes a file which says no snap. With this no snap preference file in place, you cannot install snap, and so we need to remove this. So so basically few Linux builds come with this no snap preference file and some don't. Raspbian doesn't come with the snap preference file. And say if you see a prompt on your screen such as no such file or directory, do not get petrified. It's absolutely okay, and when we can just proceed further. Okay, so next, update the repositories, sudo apt-get update, and next we need to install the snap daemon. The command to do that is sudo apt-get install snapd. Choose yes. Okay, so the snap daemon has been installed. So next we need to modify a particular file associated with snap. So predominantly, or most of the packages in the snap are being compiled for 64-bit systems. So we do have a Raspbian OS or the Raspberry Pi OS 64-bit version, but still it is not out. So still it is in the beta or alpha stages, and it is not out for the consumers to use. So what we need to do is we need to modify a file such that the snap doesn't throw an error when we run or install the packages on a 32-bit system like the Raspberry Pi OS. So copy that and paste and run that. So right now I am working on a 64-bit version of the Raspberry Pi OS, so you don't see anything over here. In normal circumstances, you will have a line which says user library ARM Linux etc, so on and so forth, what I have given here. So you will find that line over here, and you need to add a hash symbol before that line what you have got on this screen over here. So I don't have anything over here. Just a reminder, I don't have anything over here in this window or the screen because I am running the 64-bit versions, and if you are running the usual 32-bit version, you should have a line over here which you need to prefix with the hash symbol. Okay, so all done and good. So next, the next step is concerned with the installation of the snap store. This step is absolutely optional. Say if you want, you can install the snap store. If you don't want, you can just avoid the step. It is not detrimental. Okay, so I would suggest you to install the snap store because it has got some very good applications, and that will come in handy if you are planning to use your Raspberry Pi as a daily driver. Okay, so now we have got the snap store installed. Next, we'll proceed with the actual installation of the Nextcloud. First, we need to install the core and then the Nextcloud itself. So the commands are sudo snap install core. You can run those commands one after the another, or you can just run sudo snap install core and then add a space and type Nextcloud. Okay, so now we have got the Nextcloud installed and we have got the core installed as well. So this is done, and next we need to create an account in the Nextcloud. So copy this command over here and paste it over here. So just remember to replace the text what I have got here with your desired username and password. So in this case I will assign a username as admin and the password as admin as well. And say if you get a prompt that the command is not found, what you need to do is you need to prefix /snap /bin and then another /. Just make sure to prefix the Nextcloud with snap bin and then execute this command. So when you run this command, you won't see any prompts or you won't see anything on your screen. The cursor will be locked at this corner for few seconds or a few minutes. So it will take a minute or two. Do not get perturbed and do not interrupt the installation process. Okay, so now we have got the successfully installed command. Say if you now try and open the Nextcloud from your browser, it should work. Just type localhost in the browser and press enter and your Nextcloud login window should open. Okay, we'll just leave it at that and we now move forward further. Okay, so copy the next command. This is to allow port number 80 and 443 for Nextcloud access. And say again, if you get the ufw command is not found, run sudo apt-get install ufw. Once the ufw package is installed, you can proceed with the previously run command. So now you should get a prompt on your screen saying that rules have been updated with a v6 within the brackets. It means the command has been run successfully. Okay, so let us go back again. We need to proceed with step number 3. So by default, the Nextcloud will house all its data on the drive on which you have got the operating system running. And say if you want to move all the data to an external hard disk or a thumb drive, only then you need to run through the steps given under point number 3. Say if you are happy to have all your data on your drive which has got the system partition or the system, you can just skip step number 3 and proceed over to step number 4. So just for the sake of those who would want to have the data on an external drive, I will just run through these steps one after the another. So as it is, Nextcloud doesn't like NTFS and FAT32 partitions. You need to have the drive formatted in ext4 format. Say if you are familiar with the method to format the drives to ext4 format, it's well and good. Just for the sake of others, I will show you as to how you can do it within your Raspberry Pi. So for that you need a software or a tool called gparted, which doesn't come by default, so you need to install that. The command to do that is sudo apt-get install gparted. Okay, so now I have got the gparted installed. You can launch the gparted right from your terminal. So for this demonstration, I'll be using my 4 GB thumb drive that I have already plugged in onto the Raspberry Pi board. So from the drop down on your right, choose the thumb drive or your external drive. You can figure it out from the size. Click on the line or click on this huge bar over here, right click and then choose unmount. So by default the Raspberry Pi will mount all your external drives, so we need to unmount it first to format it. So and then right click and choose format to, and from the list of the different options choose ext4, and now click on the check mark and now choose apply. Choose close. So now you can close the gparted window, plug out the external drive and plug it back in again. So now that we have formatted the external drive to ext4 partition, next we'll proceed with moving over the existing data onto the external drive. So first we must give suitable permissions to the external drive to access the data. So the command to do that is sudo chown-r 0770 and then the path to your drive. So remove this text over here, head over to your Pi desktop, click on the drive, right click and choose copy path. And now you can paste it in your terminal. So next we need to move the existing Nextcloud data onto the external drive. So while we move the data, the Nextcloud should not be running. That is why we need to stop the Nextcloud. The command to do that is sudo snap stop Nextcloud. So next we need to change the directory for the data in the Nextcloud configuration file. So paste the command to edit the configuration file. This will open up a file in your terminal. Just scroll down until you get to the point which says data directory. Remove everything prefixing the /data. Okay, so remove that and now head back again to the desktop, right click and then choose copy path, head back over here and paste it over here. Just make sure that the path is all right and that you have the /data appended to the path of your external drive. Now give Ctrl X, Y and then enter to save. Okay. So now that we have changed the directory for the data in the configuration file, next we'll move the existing data itself. Okay. So right click and paste the directory to the data and prefix that with the command over here which says sudo mv. Okay, even while pasting you can leave out the path to your external drive. You can just leave it so you can just leave the path to your external drive as such and just copy the lines prefix, copy the text prefixing that. Okay, so add a space, make sure to have a space between the data and then path to your thumb drive. Okay, so the data is all moved. So now if you try and open the volume, you will get a permission denied prompt. We'll fix that in the coming steps. Okay, we'll take care of that a bit later. So now we can start the Nextcloud after moving the data. Sudo snap start Nextcloud. So using localhost on the address bar of the browser, we can access the Nextcloud. So that doesn't work when you try and access the Nextcloud from other devices, as in your laptop or a mobile. So for that you need to be able to access the Nextcloud using the IP address of your Raspberry Pi. You can get the IP address of your Raspberry Pi just by moving over to the connection window, data connection window. You should get your IP address of your Raspberry Pi. So say if you enter the IP address of the Raspberry Pi on your browser, Nextcloud window will open, but it will say that access through unrestricted or untrusted domain. Sorry, it will say access through untrusted domain. We'll fix that a bit. So we'll fix that in a short while. Okay, so head back to the list of text that I have given. Stop the Nextcloud. And then we need to install self-signed certificates. So logically speaking, you should create certificates for this Nextcloud server, but since we are using it for just for domestic purposes, you don't need certificates that you might have to pay. Self-signed certificates are more than enough. Okay, so just in the previous case, if you are running this command on a Raspberry Pi, prefix the Nextcloud with snap /bin and then the /. So you should get a done prompt. You should get a prompt that the certificate has been generated. So now we'll proceed with the fixing of the trusted domain thingy. This one. For that, first disable the Nextcloud. And then re-enable it. And now we need to add the IP address of the Raspberry Pi to the list of trusted domain. So that is what the command d under number 5 does. Copy the command, paste it over here, replace this part of text after the value equal to the IP address of your Raspberry Pi. So again, if you get a command not found, prefix the Nextcloud with snap bin. Okay. So now you should get a prompt that the IP address has been added to the list of trusted domains. Say now if you head over to the browser and refresh the window with the IP address, you should get a notification that the connection is not secure. Never mind that. Click on the advanced and then choose proceed. So now you can actually log in into your Nextcloud. Okay, so that is done. So now we'll fix this permission denied error. Okay, so copy and paste the same chown chown command. Okay, so this time remove the 0770 and set it to pi:pi. Okay, and now press enter. So now the permissions for the folder or directory has been changed and you should be able to access the data folder. Okay, so that is it. So that is how you can set up Nextcloud on your Raspberry Pi. So we'll try and test out this Nextcloud from a browser on my laptop. and again you'll be prompted with a notification that the connection is not secure. Never mind that and proceed. So let me try uploading a file to this. Upload a file. So I have uploaded a file called PyBootstrapper to this. Let me close this and head back over to the Raspberry Pi. Say if you now try and open the data folder, you should have the Bootstrapper file. Okay. So that is it. So that is how you can set up Nextcloud on your Raspberry Pi. So before concluding, I'll just make a quick demo of the Nextcloud working on the Android device. Head over to the Play Store and then in the search bar search for Nextcloud and then choose install. After the Nextcloud is installed, choose open, choose login, and under the server address option type https://2/s and then followed by the IP address of your Raspberry Pi. Click on the arrow symbol and choose yes. Choose login and now enter in the here enter in your user ID and password that you previously created. Choose grant access. Choose allow. And so now we can see the list of files over here. So I've got the PyBootstrapper over here. Let me delete it. And now if we check back, on the data folder, we should not have the PyBootstrapper file at all. Okay, so that is pretty much it, guys. So that is how you can set up Nextcloud either on your single board computer, Raspberry Pi, or any other Linux system. I really hope that you find this video useful and informative. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.